दर्शकबिन फेरि पनि अर्को लाइभ लिएर तपाईहरु माझ आइसकेको छु। आजको लाइभ विशेष हुनेछ विक्टोरियन इन्स्टिट्युट अफ एजुकेसन। विक्टोरियन इन्स्टिट्युट अफ एजुकेसन का रिप्रेजेन्टेटिभ आज हामी माझ आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ र उहाँले तपाईहरुलाई अब्रोड स्टडी विशेषतः अस्ट्रेलिया पढ्न जाने विद्यार्थी जसले भोकेशनल एजुकेसन खोजिरहनु भएको छ त्यसको बारेमा भरपूर मात्रामा इन्फर्मेसनहरु तपाईलाई शेयर गर्नु नै हुनेछ। र म कति पनि डिले नगरिकन विक्टोरियन इन्स्टिट्युट अफ एजुकेसन का रिप्रेजेन्टेटिभ राजेश जोशी सरलाई यस लाइभमा इन्टर गराउन चाहन्छु। Rajesh sir, hello Rajesh sir, how are you?
Yeah, great. Rajesh ji, namaste. How are you?
I'm good sir, doing well. How is things going over there?
Yeah, it's a nice day. It's turning out to be a nice day. It was raining in the morning, but yeah, it's good.
Yes, today as my audience have been waiting for you to know more about Victorian Institute of Education, VIE. Also, since you are from Nepalese community and we would like to know about how the VIE gonna support Nepalese student, Nepalese community, and also why it is so important or why it is Australia for Nepalese students. So many things that we have come up and we're gonna discuss about it. So first of all, I would like to welcome you on this live KIEC presents Australian Education Admission Week live career counseling session, sir.
Okay. Well, thanks, Rajnaji. Really appreciate the opportunity here and to speak to our valued students, especially who are, who wants to achieve the dream of obviously studying abroad in a land of opportunity like a country like Australia. We call it a dream country, obviously. And yeah, I'll get back to you on each of your points as why Australia and what to expect and about VIE in general. And then any specific question any of your audience students have, and I'm more than happy to respond to that. So yes, so thank you again. It's a beautiful day here. I mean, why Australia? First thing, the weather. Weather is great. With my previous background as IT software engineering background, I had traveled and lived in multiple countries like UK, US, you name it. I've been to around 45 countries. But Australia, with the weather, I mean, it's probably one of the best, if not the best, in terms of, when the weather is bright, the whole mood lightens up. I mean, I can't say the same thing about UK or Canada, especially winter in Canada, minus 37 in some places. Australia, we never get even below 3 or 4. So especially coming from our Nepalese students from Nepal, weather is quite similar, especially Kathmandu and all that. So from that, and we have beautiful beaches here. We love outdoors, beautiful beaches, and anyone who loves outdoors, going out. Beautiful cities like Sydney and all that, world renowned, and most of the cities, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, all that. Now with VIE, obviously, I am one of the partner and also the marketing director, global head of VIE, Victorian Institute of Education. We have 3 campuses, 2 in Sydney, one right in the city center, one in Campbelltown, which is in the southwest of city, and then we have one in the Adelaide city. In terms of courses in VIE, we have all the popular courses, especially हाम्रो नेपाली students-हरुको लागि, namely IT, accounting, leadership, business, project management, human resources, banking and finance. So you name it, all the business courses, plus PR pathway courses like IT and accounting. And then we have, very popular courses in health science, especially for our nursing, dentistry, pharmacy students, like early childhood education, even for the students who wants to be a teacher. That's a great course to get into early childhood, or any students with year 12 bio background can study early childhood. And again, early childhood does have a PR pathway, and also work visas at the end of the 2 years course. Similarly, our aging support courses, the aged care course and disability course, very popular among the nursing students, especially because currently, as you understand, हाम्रो नेपाली उमा कन्टेक्स्टमा Nepalese PCL nurse students they have not been able to come to Australia to study nursing directly. Firstly, IELTS requirement is very high, all band 7 IELTS PT, and secondly, हाम्रो Nepalको medical board has put the obstacle there that they have to pass the test. So because of that as well, it's become very popular. Aging support with community services or disability with community services packages, either in Sydney or our Adelaide campus. So and again, community services also comes with PR pathway. That's a bonus there. Again, all our IT, accounting, business courses, we have articulation with higher education providers like KOI, AIBI, and others, where students get credit exemptions. So if they do diploma, normally speaking, generally speaking, 1 year credit. While if they do advanced diploma, then they get 1.5 years. Generally in Australia, again, if your student probably not aware of, bachelor courses normally हाम्रो अस्ट्रेलियामा 3 वर्षको हुन्छ. So out of that 3 years, when they do the diploma course with us, they get 1 year credit, which means the bachelor goes down to 2 years. Similarly, when they do advanced, the bachelor goes down to 1.5 years. It's a huge saving in that sense. If when you go study directly bachelor, a good university can cost anything up to Nepali context ma 80-90 lakh, nursingको केसमा त even more, 1 crore हुन्छ, or more than 1 crore. But when they study through us, through our a pathway program, they will save at least 10 to 15 lakhs, if not more. So yes, that is on the courses and stuff. Then again, in terms of requirement as well, AMRI requirement is generally IELTS is 5.5 overall, no band less than 5.5, and GPA 60%, and we prefer 2021 pass out at the moment. And lastly, with scholarship, we have, especially for this admissions week with KIEC, we are offering a $1,000 scholarship. That is not a merit scholarship, just any promo scholarship for students. Anyone wants to enroll within this week while this is running with KIEC. So $1,000 scholarship in our courses, which is already quite affordable course. Our courses generally are from 10,000 to 12,000 per year, which is already affordable. Affordable in the sense, again, because earlier Australian governmently allowing the international students to work full time. Generally, it's 20 hours, but at the moment, students can work full time, which means our students generally from I've been in Australia 27 years. A student can, when they're working full time, can easily earn up to $1,000 a week, which means even a $12,000 course, if they do have a good saving and stuff, within 6 months they can recover that kind of fee, So from that perspective as well, Australia is very desirable, especially we have shortage of workers here because of last 2 years in pandemic, especially in our healthcare sector, aging support, and community services, early childhood, which all comes with work placement, 360 hours. The good thing with work placement, again, is student can straight away after first term 3 महिना पढ्न साथ उनीहरू work placementमा जान्छ, and if they have a good interpersonal skill, English and all that, it's very likely they find a job within the study area. So yeah,
Yes,
there we go.
Yeah, VIE is offering several vocational courses, and I know the value of this course in Australian work market. Right. So can you please share us few words how important vocational education is, especially in Australian workforce?
Okay, that's a great question, Rajaji. Like I said, I've been in Australia 27 years. 1995 when I came to Australia from Nepal or Porno, I came for a diploma course, leading to advanced diploma in management and marketing. I've always valued that course. हाम्रो Nepalese context ma हाम्रो students while I was in Nepal, especially last 4 महिना when I was there and I did a lot of info sessions, we're not quite aware of diploma courses. हामी +2 पछि एकैचोटि we think about studying bachelor course. But in Australian context, generally +2 पछिको 1 level apply, we say certificate 2, then 3, then 4, then comes diploma, advanced diploma, and then the bachelor comes. And after bachelor, we have graduate certificate, graduate diploma, and then the masters. So generally, diploma la बुझ्दाखेरि general terms ma, not applicable to every course, but especially business, IT, accounting, or my diploma la बुझ्दाखेरि bachelor ko first year course, advanced diploma la bachelor ko first and 1.5 years course, and similarly graduate diploma भनेको masters ko first year ko course हुन्छ. So since I've been in Australia, in मेरो आफ्नै example दिँदाखेरि पनि, I've done a bachelor in software engineering later. I've done master in IT e-commerce. I've done a degree in psychology. I've got a degree in law, migration law. all these law degree or गरेर पनि, I have always valued my diploma course that I did initially. Because diploma normally in Australia, धेरै hands on दिन्छ तपाईँको experience. And also हामी नेपालबाट आएको स्टुडेन्ट्सहरूलाई what happens is the course system, the way we study in Australia is very different. Assignment is a big part of our studies. And also हाम्रो international students normally say diploma courseमा पढ्न आउँदाखेरि स्टुडेन्ट्सहरूको के हुन्छ भने अब डिप्लोमा भने any when the students come here to study, international students, they have to study 20 hours a week. र attendance compliance को meet को लागि at least 80% attendance maintain गर्नुपर्छ, which means 20 hours को भनेको 16 hours. Generally अब हाम्रो कलेजमा when the students come to study 16 hours भनेको when they study 2 days 8 hours, that's they study done for the week. And especially अझै त्यसमा हाम्रो what flexibility we have given to students is out of that 16 hours 13 hours has to be face to face, 3 hours can be online, which what does that help is flexibility भर्खर आएको हुन्छ, they need to settle down, find place to stay, find place to find your part-time job and all that. Bachelor degree directly आउँदा issues के हुन्छ भने classes normally universityहरुमा हो भने 3 to 4 days हुन्छ. Even Australian government is allowing full-time work, you don't have full-time time to study, to work. तपाईँको full-time work भनेको 5 days or full days. And 3 दिन 4 दिन class हुँदाखेरि even though you have legal rights to work full-time, you cannot work full-time. हाम्रो केसमा you have at least 5.5 days left. Out of that you can look for jobs. So flexible. कहिलेकाहीँ job पाइन्छ तर क्लाससँग जोडिन्छ यदि 3-4 दिन क्लास हो भने. So all that kind of things also helps to first come to diploma course, plus the hands-on skill you learn. Especially हाम्रो अब जस्तै मैले भने early childhood, aging support, community service after 3 months भनेको first term पछि student goes work placement in an actual childcare center, age care center. And again, because of shortage of staff, if they have a decent English, if they have a good interpersonal skills, it's very likely they get offered the job as an assistant in a childcare center or a age care center. Okay, so जुनमा पढिरहेछ त्यसै फिल्डमा काम पाउँदाखेरि student will actually enjoy as well, hands-on skill. Full-time काम पाउनु भनेको in a age care, you're looking at $50,000-$60,000 a year. 50-60 लाखको कुरा आउँछ from that's a great start for especially our Nepalese students. सबैजना हामी जस्तै they come with the aspiration, dreams in a country like Australia. So it's a good pathway. And also मेरो background psychology मा पनि मैले degree गरेकोले I always focus on mental health. Mental health is a big issue, especially last 2 years pandemic. Stress level manage गर्नुपर्छ. Yes, you can gain all the the financial and facilities in a Western country like Australia, but if you don't manage your stress properly, depression and anxiety also an issue. So my focus is to take it in balance, both everything, and then long term, the 5 to 7 years journey to PR pathway becomes much more smoother.
Yes, there are that there are many vocational education provider at this moment, and everyone are promoting and everyone are recruiting the student, and VIE is also one of them. Why VIE is so different than other institutions, or why do you recommend VIE for Nepalese students?
Again, a good question. Whenever whenever I personally speaking, and I think it will rings bell to most people, whenever you go to get a service from someone, like say if I go and go to I'm into fitness and health. So when I am choosing a trainer for my fitness and health, I look at that trainer first. Has he achieved it himself? Okay, how much is he from this particular? How long has he been in this particular industry? What's his hands-on experience firsthand? If I see the trainer himself is overweight, smokes, stressed, it's very unlikely I'll choose that trainer as my mentor. Okay, apply same with the education industry as well. Yes, there are a lot of providers out there, vet providers who are offering diploma, but I like to look at the background. Who are the people behind this organization? What's their background? How much they know the industry? How long they've been in the industry? How they stand especially in the Nepalese community here in Australia or in Nepal? What's their reputation? These things matters. Okay, when you talk about my team here, my associates, my partners, we've been in industry almost collectively 30 years experience in international education industry for Australia. Myself, my partners, we've worked also previously as migration, law consultant, migration law experts. We know how the PR system works in Australia, how things are changing, what courses and occupations are on demand. Based on that, we make decision what course to include, what course to not include. When we speak on any info session, when we come to when we get invited like this, or or face to face, we know what to say and what not to say. What's the appropriate way to guide the students. I will never say to students, come to Australia and day one your life is like a bliss. No, there is opportunities, but at the same time you have challenges. A PR pathway, if you're planning to stay in Australia, is a 5 or 7 years realistic plan and goal. And when you have that kind of mindset from day one, you don't get surprises later, which will create stress and things like that. And that manages, expectation back home with your parents as well. So yes, Australia is a country of opportunity, but at the same time, when you
Yes,
come
sir.
here, you learn to be independent, and there are challenges. So why BIE? Of course, of the team, of course, of the professionalism we have, how long we've been in the industry, and also the variety you have in terms of flexibility. In students come to Sydney, if they want to move to regional, we have regional campus in Adelaide. When they come to Adelaide and they want to move to Sydney, also that is possible. Also, we have so much varieties of courses, almost 20 courses. They can, if they come realize, they don't like accounting, they want to move to another one, they can do that, once they get here.
So, as you have mentioned, lots of course, and those course leads towards their career, even towards the settlement if they wish to. So, can you please share us their academic, our students' academic entry requirement, IELTS requirement, and what is the latest qualification that your institution accept? Because we can see there are some education gap due to the pandemic.
Yeah. Okay, that's excellent question again, Ranjit. So at the moment, we, in terms of GPA, 2.4, which is 60%. Um, that's a bare minimum we need. Then, obviously, in terms of IELTS, 5.5 IELTS overall, and no band less than 5.5 is always preferred and good for visa as well. I highly recommend if a student gets one band 5, they redo, because that increases the chance to get visa. Okay, we can get you a conditional offer letter while you still have one band 5, but then you can do your finance and your NOCs with that, but at the same time, because that's almost a 1 month process in the side. If you can do your IELTS or PT again, that really boosts your chance to get the visa. Same with PT, equivalent PT school. The list we accept PT normally is around 43. And in terms of pass outs, year 2, we understand, the Amro students are, disadvantaged because of pandemic and all that, especially 2018-19. Up to April, maybe up to even May intake, we'll accept 2019. But then after very likely May, we will not accept 2019. So if there are any students out there, especially KIEC students or any students listening, if you are from 2019 intake, apply ASAP, because we ourselves and most of the colleges will stop taking 2019 soon, from April May intake. So if you haven't even done your IELTS or PT, that doesn't matter. Get your conditional offer letter now with just your passport and academics, and then start your NOC finance, and then in the same time you can finish your PT or IELTS, and त्यसपछि submit गरेर हुन्छ. And also you get April May intake or June intake, some we are offering this scholarship 1,000, and especially for this week, admission week with KIEC, you can take advantage of that as well. Other than that, our 2021 pass out is not an issue. So yeah, that's basically the requirement, Rajnish.
So, to the end, I would like to ask one personal and professional questions to you. You were a
Yeah.
student while going to Australia, and you joined vocational education. Now you have done lots of degrees, and you have spent more than 27 years over there. Now you are running your own business. So it shows that we can see that you have achieved. The glorious or achieve what you had imagined or dreamed. Now you are in a successful position. Can you please share some tips, my student, to get actually this position where you are now?
Okay. Well, I, being a bit more spiritual as well, I always say, look, even though I've got 4 or 5 degrees, I always say I know nothing. In the whole context of universe, it's still nothing. So always have the attitude of that. It doesn't matter what age you are, how much your degree or what you've done. Always be humble in the sense, willing to learn. The world is changing, especially the technological world is changing so fast. Hard work is one of the key always to have a successful when you say success, when I say define success, it's not just success in terms of finance or not just facilities you achieve in a car or house, but also the happiness you achieve during that whole process, and not just when you achieve it, it's the whole process. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. A country like Australia, you will get there sooner or later. Some might get there in 5 years, 7 years, or 10 years. You will get there. But the thing is, the key ingredients is um, hard work. Key ingredient is to be humble. Always, don't never gonna be arrogant. That already just because you got a master's degree or something. Because you really, we can never get on top of things in terms of learning in life. And the other most important thing is discipline. You I always say motivation gets you started, but discipline gets you there. So yes, motivation, you can have really good motivation, say, oh, I'm going to do this and study this degree, and you can get it started. But if you don't have a discipline day in day out, you're not going to end the achieve result. So yes, those are, I think, the ingredients. And then generally, one of the key thing I would say, Nepalese by like yes, we already know enough about Nepalese culture, everything. When you come to a new country, try to learn as much as you can about the. If you come to Australia, learn about the Australian culture. Because जति हेलमेल बडी भयो नेपाली अस्ट्रेलियन लोकलहरूसँग त्यति सिकिन्छ उनीहरूको कल्चर इन द सेन्स उनीहरूको मेन्टालिटी किनभने भोलि when you finish your degree, when you go compete in the market, you're going to be competing against a local citizen, Australian, And Australia is a country where you have a student international from 160 different countries. So you're not just competing against another Nepalese migrant, you're competing against 160, background of 160 different countries. So, if you want that PR, if you want to be successful in every terms, especially financially and happiness and all that, learn from the culture of Australian. We Australian, we are very, very friendly people, very outgoing, very friendly. You can come out and say hello, we say great, to anyone out there, because the weather is so pleasant. Everyone always, most of the time, are in good mood to speak to you. So the more you interact, the more you learn. So tomorrow when you go, when you go for a job interview, generally in Nepal, we focus a lot on degree. If someone has a master degree, generally you don't even need a master degree to get a job in Australia. Master degree is good, but that alone doesn't help. Everyone has a degree. What really distincts you out is your personality, your interpersonal skill. If I'm the person taking the interview, I'm the employer, I look at the candidate applicant from the perspective that yes, 10 different applicants all has the same degree. How do I differentiate? I differentiate from whether this person fits in my team, whether his attitude, personality fits in my team or not in the longer run. So I see a lot in our Nepalese students very shy to speak out. In a country like Australia, you gotta speak out. Okay, you gotta speak. You gotta be friendly. You gotta have that interpersonal skill. जति बढी हेलमेल भयो लोकलहरूसँग त्यति सिकिन्छ, and that will grow you as a person. And confidence level बढ्छ. Once confidence level बढेपछि, things you achieve in life becomes much more easier. And that's my tips, I guess.
Thank you so much, sir. We have been working with VIE for a long time, and KIEC. So, can you please share a few words our relationship between KIEC and VIE to the end?
Yes, so thank you, Rajnaji, for this opportunity. And while I was in Nepal, I get to meet you as well in person a couple of times. So that's really great. And I have been to KIC multiple offices, multiple branches. Again, Umesh Bandariji from Itari office, also very close to me. Same way, Sabinazi and others in your other branch offices. So KIC, when the way I see KIC is for, especially for the viewers, you are in a safe hand in terms of professional people, professional team, in-depth industry experience, in-depth visa knowledge. You've been in industry for so long. So if there was one brand that I would recommend, it would be KIC. Would be one of the brands in Nepal, in terms of professional conduct, in terms of in-depth knowledge of the industry, and also very professional in the sense, genuine counseling, to the point counseling, and not just thinking a short term, but thinking long term future of all the KIC students. And I really like that and appreciate everything you're doing out there.
Thank you so much, Raj sir, for your valuable time. It is just because of you we are running this KIC Presents Australian Education Admission Week. So your presence today at this live career counseling session is always valued. And we already have any audience, students, parents, if you would like to meet our representative face to face, we are running our last day KIC Presents Australian Education Admission Week, and we have a representative from BIE College, so you can meet face to face. And as Rajesh sir told us, if you would like to enroll at this admission week time, plus one more week, you will be getting $1,000 scholarship. It's a worthy scholarship for you. So, Raj sir, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Rajaji. Yes, so thanks to all the viewers. Yatharth Srish, our marketing manager, is on site at KIC venue today. So if you want to see him, he would be more than happy to assist you with the scholarship or any conditional offer letter inquiries. So thanks again, and good luck to all the students. Hopefully, we'll see you in one of our campuses here in Sydney or in Adelaide.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.